Welcome to Yin Yoga for good posture and flexibility. Since this is a Yin Yoga practice, we'll be holding the poses today for between 2 to 4 minutes. Yin Yoga targets the deeper connective tissues, which will help to increase flexibility. The poses we'll practice today will open the chest and straighten the spine, encouraging good posture. You'll need some kind of strap for this routine. A belt would work, and 1 or 2 yoga blocks or thick books. Let's begin in extended child's pose, Balasan. Bring your knees onto the mat as wide apart as you comfortably can, and reach your hands for the front of your mat. If possible, place your forehead on the mat in front of you. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can rest it onto a cushion or block, or maybe onto your hands. Now try to sit your hips onto your heels. If they don't reach, you can place a yoga block or a cushion there too to bridge the gap. We'll hold like this for 2 minutes, gently stretching your spine as you open up your hips and shoulders. Relax your jaw, soften your facial muscles. Find your breath wherever it is in your body. Just follow it in and out for a moment. Inhaling to open all muscles. Exhaling to release tension. Your mind will probably wander away throughout the practice today, and that's normal. Each time you find yourself engaging in some thoughts, challenge yourself to come back to your breath and the sensations in your body. We'll prepare to come out of child's pose now. Bring your fingertips to the mat and use a breath in to slowly push yourself up. From here, we'll come straight into melting heart pose, Anahatasan. Bring your knees back onto the mat, keeping them directly below your hips. Hands reach for the top of the mat again, but this time only your chest melts to the mat. Make sure your hips haven't shifted and they're still directly above your knees. We'll be here for 1 minute. If you're very flexible, you can bring your chin to the mat. If this pose feels too intense, you can bend your elbows so your hands are closer to you, or place a cushion or block under your chest. Anahatasan is a great pose to open your chest and straighten your shoulders. It's increasing your flexibility and encouraging good posture. Find your breath again. Feel the sensations in your body, and I'll let you know when it's time to release the pose. You can come out of the pose now, slowly reversing, so you can come back to sit on the mat. Sit whatever way is most comfortable for you. Let your palms face up and just feel whatever you feel. In a moment, we'll move to our next yin yoga pose for good posture, which is cow face arms, Gomukhasan. When you're ready, open your eyes and sit with your legs long in front of you. To make it easier to sit on the mat and to do our next pose, you can sit on a cushion or a block. Start by placing your right foot to the outside of your left hip. You can stay here, but if you want to go deeper, you can also place your left foot to the outside of your right hip. This is a great way to increase hip flexibility, but it is important to listen to your body here. And if you're feeling any extreme discomfort or pain, then just stick with bending one knee at a time. Wherever you are, make sure you can feel both seat bones pressing into your mat. Now place your strap over one of your shoulders. Reach your right arm out in front of you and press it as far away as it will go. Then bring that right arm behind you, turn your thumb down, bend your elbow and grab the strap. Hold the strap somewhere on your spine. Now reach your left arm up to the sky, bend the elbow and find the other part of the strap. To open your chest and shoulders even more, walk your hands closer to each other. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Make sure you can keep your top elbow pointed up and the back of your neck nice and long. If you can't do that, just walk your hands further apart. That's okay. Breathe deeply and steadily. Each inhale filling up the belly, then the chest, maybe even the throat. Each exhale emptying the belly, emptying the chest, emptying the throat. This is the ultimate pose for good posture. Practicing Gomukhasan regularly will straighten your spine, open your chest, and unround your shoulders. Check in on that top elbow again. Make sure it's pointed to the sky. Straighten your spine if it has rounded. Take one more full breath into the belly, the chest, the throat. As you exhale, release the pose by slowly removing your hands from the strap and bringing them back in front of you. Do whatever you need to do here to release your neck and shoulders. You might interlock your fingers and press your palms away from you, dropping your head and rounding your back. Then lean back on your hands and open your chest. From here, you can undo your legs, bringing them back out straight in front of you. Take a big ah moment here. Shake out your legs. And let's repeat on the opposite side now. This time, bring your left foot to the outside of your right hip. Again, you can stay here, or maybe you'll take it a little bit further by bringing your right foot over to the outside of the left hip. Remember, you need to be able to feel both seat bones pressing into your mat, and don't tolerate any pain in this pose. Reach your left arm out in front of you and press it away as far as it will go. Now bring that left arm all the way behind you. Turn your thumb down, bend your elbow and grab your strap. Now reach your right arm up to the sky, bend the elbow, find the strap. Find whatever position on the strap works best for you. Both sides of the body are not the same, so this side might be more difficult or easier. Remember that top elbow needs to stay pointed up. Try to keep the back of your neck nice and long. Breathe deeply and steadily. Inhaling to your belly, chest, throat. Exhaling, emptying belly, chest, throat. Yoga is a great practice to improve posture because not only does it release tight muscles that might be causing poor posture, but it increases your bodily awareness. Once you become more aware of your body, you'll start to catch yourself when you're slouching, and soon you'll automatically start correcting your posture. So as you sit here in this pose, try to become aware of the sensations within your body. If you find this pose difficult, that's normal. I have lots of videos that will help you to increase your overall flexibility. I'll leave links in the description of this video so you can check them out for your next practice. It's time to slowly release the pose now, removing your grip from the strap. Doing whatever you need to do here in this moment. Maybe interlocking your palms again, pressing them away from you, rounding your neck and spine. Lean back on your hands, open your chest. You can undo your legs. Take a big ah. Our next yin yoga pose is fish pose, Matsyasan. For this pose, you will need a yoga block or two, or maybe those thick books if you don't have blocks. And then place one book on the mat so it will be roughly underneath your chest when you lie back down. Then slowly drape your body over the yoga block, bringing the crown of your head to the mat. If this feels uncomfortable, you can place your head on a cushion or a second yoga block. Take some time to adjust, making sure this is comfortable for you. We'll be here for 2 minutes in total. You might spread your feet wide apart, open up your arms and have your palms facing up. Fish pose is really good for the posture as it's helping to open up the chest and the shoulders, increasing flexibility in your spine and upper body. And this is a pose in which you can relax, allow gravity to take over, gently draping you more and more over that block. Notice when you inhale, you can expand your chest even further in this pose. Take advantage by filling your lungs up with fresh air. Each time you exhale, you're getting rid of old, stale air from your lungs. It's time to slowly come out of this pose. So when you're ready, bring your elbows back a little bit closer to you. Use them as a prop to gently lift your head, looking at your feet again. Remove the block and gently come back down to your mat. Finding Savasana pose. Letting your spine straighten itself against the earth beneath you. And we'll pause here for a few moments. Our next and final pose of this practice is bridge pose, Setu, Bandha, Sarvangasan. You'll need your blocks or block-like objects again. This time place 1 or 2 of them directly below your sacrum. And again here, experiment, wiggle, adjust, find the perfect position for those blocks. If 2 blocks feels too severe here, just take it back down to 1 block. Yoga always meets you wherever you are. Once you've found a good position for your hips, you might experiment with the position of your feet. Walking your feet further away from you can create more of a stretch in your back here. Open out your arms, allow your palms to face the sky. Gently tuck your chin towards your chest. Bridge pose is a great pose at stretching and straightening your spine. We'll be here for 3 minutes in total. So your only job here is to keep your awareness with your breath, with the sensations in your body. And just relax and enjoy the last few moments of your yoga practice today. If you're enjoying using yoga blocks, I have lots more practices which use yoga blocks. I'll leave a link to those at the end of the video and in the description if you want to check them out. Take 3 of the deepest breaths you've taken so far today. We'll prepare to come slowly out of the pose. So step your feet back closer to your body. Lift your hips. Remove the blocks from underneath you. As slowly as you can, roll your spine back down onto your mat. Big moment. Now find your Savasana pose, legs long, feet wide apart, arms open, palms to the sky. Entire body relaxing. Jaw is loose. Facial muscles are soft. We'll stay here for the next minute, or of course, if you can stay longer, I encourage you to do so. If you're ready to come out of Savasana pose, you can start to make small movements in your fingers and toes. And gently pick yourself back up into a seat on your mat, finding your best way to sit. Closing your eyes. Finding your breath. Bring your palms together at your chest. Bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for showing up and for doing this practice. If you enjoyed this yin yoga practice, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more yoga practices like this. If you enjoyed using blocks today, you'll find more practices that use blocks in my playlist, Yoga with Blocks. Or if you want to increase your flexibility, check out my Yoga for Flexibility playlist. And I'll see you again soon on the mat.